Now I'll move very straight to Daily Trust newspaper. We have a story here that says NDDC audit. Niger Delta leaders flay Ijo youth attack on Akpabio. Okay, another report here says poor IGP Mekwipu 8 states if federal government allocation stops, says a report. I have another report here. Oshibajo converses policy support for businesses in Nigeria. Another report here that says Masari Unity Super Cup quarters final sport. That's on sport and on Daily Trust for this morning. I love the story. Let me bring the says Ibadan Poly prepared me for honest tool, says Alba Adeyeye Enitogose. I'm bringing the report very soon for you. Let's quickly move to another newspaper for this morning. Now I'm on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, and the first story I see there says still on NDDC board, Lori Ogbebo hails Buhari over forensic audit report and insists it turns off its secretary. Another report here, Soul on strikes and doctors no pay, no salary, no work, no pay rather. Stand off as federal government and doctors hang over on no work, no pay. Insecurity or no insecurity now. Royal father kidnapped. Killings choke Niger and Katsina State in Nigeria. Another report here now on a metro. Teacher allegedly infect 14 puppies with HIV/AIDS in Niger State. Father Lord have mercy. Another reporter says Buhari has broken many jinxes, says a country president. I'm going to bring the reports for you very soon. Let's take okay, well, let's see what we have on this day live. And before that, we go pay our dues, then we'll come back for the details. On Daily Trust now, this is just coming in on just crisis. Call for sack of GOC 3 division distractions to peace in Plateau, says army officer. Another report here says gunshots, votes buying Kurestari 6 APC local government congresses in Niger State. And on sport, on Daily Trust, Team Nigeria finishes 4th in Africa at Tokyo Paralympics. All these and many other stories are there on Daily Trust for this morning. Let's go pay some bills. We'll be right back to give you the details of the stories one after the other. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
ọ̀rẹ́ wa ọkẹjànú búrẹ́dì ni gẹ́gẹ́ sí ọgbẹ́jáde ni búrẹ́dì abẹ́jáde lọ ń jẹ àbájọ tó fi ń dán.
kàkólé rẹ̀ ní Fortune Bites for Sunday bread inú.
wo bí ẹ ti pákéjì rẹ̀ gan-an tí mo gbélé ìlọlẹ́ ni o.
ìwọ náà jẹ́ tó dáa pẹ̀lú búrẹ́dì Fortunate tá a ṣe lóríṣiríṣi bíi Fortune Bites special bread tá a ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀lọ́kùn òjọ̀ kan tó fi mọ́ Fortunate Jumbo, Fortunate Cluster pàbàmbarì ẹni tí Fortune Bites for Sunday bread ìtọ́bẹ́jáde bó ṣe ń jẹ́ ìkéyìí búrẹ́dì Fortunate lọ́mọ ìjẹmọ̀kẹ́ adùn mílíkì ẹyin àti bọ́tà lọ́nà fún rẹ. àyíká tó mọ́ tótó láti pèsè búrẹ́dì Fortunate jáde. kò sí léròjà búrómẹ́tì kankan nú. electric stainless oven ló ń bèèkì ẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ sínú ọ̀rá. olú-ilé-iṣẹ́ Fortunate bread ló wà ní 9 òpópónà Tìjání Adéjùmọ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Niger River Basin Road Ìlọrin nípínlẹ̀ Kwara àti lẹ́yìn Ajcam Olódó Ìbàdàn. wọ́n tún wà lóńdó road Àkúrẹ́ àti ní Dágbólu Ìkírun road Òṣogbo 08033781226. Fortunate bread ní kò máa béèrè fún ní gbogbo ìgbà.
ẹ má wulẹ̀ làágùn jìnnà mọ́. Ọ̀làwálé plastic and foam depot tẹ́tí mọ̀ bí ẹni mo yẹn tó jẹ́ pé níbẹ̀ lẹ́sìn kó gbogbo èròjà ké bíi plastic chairs and table tá a fi ń ṣe pàtí láwọn event centers wa àti plastic chairs and desks táwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo tó fi mọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èlò ké bíi drums, buckets, bowls, jars àtàwọn nǹkan ṣe ọmọdé lórí ọ̀ràn. ìròyìn àjá balẹ̀ wá rí wípé iléeṣẹ́ Ọ̀làwálé títí wá sí ẹ̀ka tuntun tí wọ́n ti ṣe ké mọ́ndé plastic bottles lóríṣiríṣi fáwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ bottled water, juice, iléeṣẹ́ àpòògùn àtàwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń lo ike tá a fi ń rọ nǹkan pẹ̀lú irinṣẹ́ àbíjà tí ń gbó ike tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé látòkè òkun. bákan náà ni wọ́n tún ṣe perfume àti cap sáwọn ike wọn. ṣe ìtiwárí wípé boko ọba jìnnà ìlà ìkó ọ̀làwálé plastic depot lórí ìwé ike èyíkéyìí tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́. owó tí ọ̀gá ni gbogbo iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá àwọn aláàtúntà ó kù lọ́dọ̀ wọn. ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn ló tún jẹ́ aṣojú iléeṣẹ́ mọ́lẹ́kẹ́ fòm fún gbogbo ẹni tó fẹ́ ra fóònù oríṣiríṣi sáìsì. wọ́n ti já alẹ́ bìbà ọkọ̀ sì tún wà láti kẹ́rù yìí débikíbi tẹ́ ẹ bá ń lọ. ẹ kàn sí wọn lórí iléeṣẹ́ wọn tó wà lágbègbèlẹ́wò àti lẹ́ka wọn tó wà ní ọ̀kìnì Òṣogbo ìlóbúrò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tàbí ká ẹ pè 08034229016 ọ̀làwálé plastic and foam depot ìrọ̀rùn aráàlú ni wọ́n dúró fún.
TP exclusive. TP exclusive.
àfihàn aṣọ àti bàtà tó jẹ́ ojúlówó ìtẹ́kọ̀ kún fọ́fọ́ fún latest design. táwọn tó mọ quality lọ fún ẹrù tó ju ẹrù lọ. bàtà tó lè lẹ̀ shoes slippers sandals trekkers àgbọ̀ owó tó nẹ̀nẹ́ trouser bíi jeans chinos pant trousers boxers top lóríṣiríṣi pẹ̀lú orúkọ tó yàtọ̀ sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò mú. my dear kí ló tún fẹ́ sọ nípa TP exclusive. fẹ́mi àtàwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi ti máa ń ra ṣọ́ra bàtà yẹn.
Confirm day TP exclusive is a one-stop shop for all kind of unisex clothing and footwear. They also have unique sunglasses, belts, conflicts, ties, wallets, perfumes, etc. The uniqueness of TP exclusive wears is that they sell original, good and durable items with affordable prices. At TP exclusive, they give you what you want and make you gain your confidence through your looks. You can also make your orders online because they deliver around the globe.
Tracksuit oríṣiríṣi tó wà ní TP exclusive wears. síbẹ̀ lónìí ó yàtọ̀ ní gbogbo ayé. TP exclusive wears wà ní àdójúkọ Òṣogbo grammar school ìwọ́rò Òṣogbo telephone 0706-625-0458. TP exclusive wears. àwọn tó mọ quality ni wọ́n ń débẹ̀ rajà.
Alright, welcome back from our commercial corner. I'm gonna start with this story. And now talking business. Stakeholders laud NBC over waste management initiatives. Okay. Stakeholders in Nigeria's manufacturing and waste management sectors have commended the Nigeria Bottling Company Limited.
ayé ti wá dáadé ní kìlọ̀ àtàgbègbè ẹ̀ láti ra ojúlówó fóònù tó jẹ́ latest Infinix Nokia Tecno Samsung Redmi Oppo tó fi mọ́ iPhone. ilé ẹ̀rù tó kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ Afford Global Communication ní kẹ́ ẹ máa lọ. èyí àwọn wàlẹ̀ Sókótó ti wà lápò ṣòkòtò. Afford Global Communication oríṣiríṣi fóònù tó lálò pẹ́ tuntun fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀. ọ̀dọ̀ wọn láti bá níbi ìbá bí wọ́n ṣe ń ta fóònù wọ́n tún ń ta accessories lórí ìrànràn bátìrì lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ní àbí memory card phone pouch lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ní àbí casing kódà single and double earphone ó wà lọ́dọ̀ tí wọn. àǹfààní easybuy tún wà lọ́dọ̀ Afford Global Communication tẹ́sán 30% owó tẹ́sí máa mú fóònù lọ pẹ̀lú àjọsọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa sanwó tó kù gbogbo alára títà àtẹlẹyẹ ẹyọ. olú ilé ìtajà Afford Global Communications wà lẹ́bàá Saviour Anglican Church tó fi mọ́ ẹ̀ka wọn tó wà ládojúkọ Saviour Anglican Church Èkóndó Road Ìkìrò nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ máa pe 070-3369-4210 tàbí 080-6467-4664. Afford Global Communications ilé ẹrù fún latest phone.
ìfàdé gbogbo ọlọ́kadà tó ní kóró pé ọlọ́pàá àdáni àtọlọ́pọ̀ èrò Alkudus Petroleum Nigeria Limited ilé epo tí gbogbo onímọ́tò àtọlọ́kadà fọkànbalẹ̀ sí nípasẹ̀ títa epo tó pé ní lítà tó sì jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ òjò wọn yá pẹ̀lú epo tí wọ́n bá rà nílé epo wọn tó fi dórí ẹlẹ́rọ tàbí jẹnẹrétọ̀ tí ń lo petrol àti diesel pẹ̀lú lítà tó pé pẹ́rẹ́pẹ́rẹ́ tó fi dórí kerosene. ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn lẹ́tún ti lè rí soft drinks fruit juices bottle water wines tàbí yogurt rà ní park tàbí lẹ́lẹ́yọ ẹyọ ní tútù fún rírẹ̀ ìgbẹ́ tàbí aláyẹyẹ. ó tún ta ráìsì lápòlápò fún àwọn alára tó tà tàbí sílé oúnjẹ gbogbo. ọ̀yàyà mọ́ owó lẹ̀ mọ́ rọra làwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọn máa kí yín ní mẹ́sàn-án mẹ́wàá. nílé epo Alkudus Petroleum tó wà ní Ọ̀ṣunjẹlà Iléṣà road Òṣogbo. fún àlàyé pé nọ́mbà yìí 08063425717 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 08063425717. Alkudus Petroleum ilé epo tó fẹ́ràn ará ìlú. ra epo níbẹ̀ lónìí kò tọwọ́ ìfàbọnu.
about that, I was about to take a story before I went on that commercial break. Stakeholders laud NBC over waste management initiatives. Stakeholders in Nigeria's manufacturing and waste management sectors have commended the Nigerian Bottling Company Limited for its initiatives as regarded the optimizing plastic packaging and waste management in the country. A statement from the NBC following its annual stakeholders forum themed repackaging and waste management, keys, drivers, challenging and solution, said it has received commendations following its effort to ensure the eradication of millions of plastic waste in the country. The keynote speaker at the event and special advisor to the Ogun State government on environment, Ola Oresoya, applauded the NBC for holding the forum, which is said it would go a long way in entrenching the culture of internal self-regulation in the fight against waste. The rest of that news is there on Punch for this morning with the headline: NBC stakeholders launched NBC over waste management initiative. Another story here says Ogun driver abscond for 4.7 million naira company's good. Okay, police commander arrested a company driver Oluwaseyi Oyetunde for allegedly absconding with goods worth 4.7 million naira meant for a customer in Lagos State. The police also arrested two other suspects, Shegun Oluwaseun and Chijioke Ogbu, in connection with the diversion of the goods which belong to Hayat Kimia Company. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi, disclosed this in a statement yesterday. Oyeyemi said the suspects were arrested following a report made at the Agbara Police Divisional Headquarters that's yesterday by one Oluwatosin Oyedeji. And according to the PPRO, Ayotunde reported that on August 24th, 2002, Oyetunde loaded goods worth 4.7 million naira to be delivered to a customer in Lagos and absconded with the goods and truck. Now, and on interrogation, the driver confessed that he diverted the goods to the receivers who bought the goods from him at a giveaway price. The rest of this news is on Punch newspaper this morning, with the headline: Ogun driver abscond with 4.7 million naira company's good. Welcome, and if you're just joining us, it's this newspaper review from Shore Radio Oshogbo. And let me bring the story: Gombe man climbs telecom mast and threatens suicide. God have mercy, you, Niger. A 28-year-old man, Omar Abubakar, yesterday reportedly spent over 7 hours on a telecom mast, threatening to kill himself. Punch gathered that Abubakar climbed to the top of the mast and located at Chechineya in the Gombe metropolis around 7 a.m. in the morning, refused to come down despite pleas by residents and security agents. It was also reported to have rebuffed a fort by a council boss, Aliyu Aruna, saying he wanted the state governor to come to the scene. However, now, two different versions of what led to Abubakar's action. His neighbor, Abdullahi Danladi, told current Punch corresponded that he climbed the mast after his fiance's father rejected his marriage proposal. Abubakar said he threatened to kill himself if his proposal was not accepted. Can you imagine? Okay, well, the rest of that news is on Punch newspaper this morning with the headline: Gombe man climbs telecom mast, threatens to kill himself. politics now. Pro-Tinubu group urges court to remove Bonin as APC caretaker chairman. Ekiti State All Progressives Congress member loyal to former Lagos State Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu have urged the court to sack Governor Mai Mala Boni as chairman caretaker committee of the APC party. The members under the aegis of Southwest Agenda for Ashiwaju 2023, a group roofing for Tinubu's remote presidential bid, also urged the court to nullify all actions taken by Boni as APC caretaker committee chairman, as well as annul the July 31st World Congresses of the party in Ekiti State, Nigeria. The Swagger members made the prayers in a suit number FHC ADCS 21-2021 filed the Federal High Court, Ekiti State Division, where it had also sought an interlocutory injunction stopping the conduct of the local government congresses which held in Saturday, or an order declaring the outcome illegal. The rest of that story is there on point this morning with the headline Pro-Tinubu groups urges courts to remove Boni as APC caretaker chairman. Let me bring another report here. This over doctors and federal government looming hospital shutdown. Strike threat ridiculous, says federal government NAD Union Flame Minister. The federal government yesterday described as ridiculous a threat by the Joint Health Sector Union to embark on a strike. The Minister of Labour and Employment Chris Ngige, stated this in an interview with one of Punch correspondents in Abuja, said the federal government would on Tuesday this week meet with leadership on Joe Esso. The union through its president Josiah Biobelemoyi had gave a 15-day ultimatum to the Labour Minister and other stakeholders on Saturday in Abuja. The union had decried what it described as a nonchalant attitude of the federal government to attend to lingering issues concerning its members in a letter to the minister. Now, Ngige told Punch responded that the government was worried that health practitioners were planning to embark on another strike. He, however, said some of the issues raised were already being discussed, and he added that it was against one of the principles of the International Labour Organization to issue strike notice on issues that were already being discussed. The rest of that news will be seen today on Punch newspaper with the headline looming hospital shutdowns. Strike threat ridiculous, says federal government NAD Union Flame Minister. Let me go back to politics matter. Why North Central can't produce Nigeria's president in 2023? A chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Alex Kadiri, has urged party members from the North Central Zone to concentrate on securing the national chairmanship of the APC instead of dissipating energy seeking for the 2023 presidential election. The ex-lawmaker represented Kogi East from the year 1999 to 2003, and the Senate said this in an interview with journalists yesterday in Abuja. Kadiri said, now, and I'm quoting him, he said, I'm a recognized leader in the North Central. They invite me out to their meetings. There is nobody of substance who has the capacity to be president from North Central in 2023. He said further that please prove me wrong and bring that person. At my age, I'm not looking for anything from anybody. I am not looking for work. I can only speak my mind. End of quote. He equally made a case for president of Southern extraction as successor for the president's Major General Muhammadu Buhari. He said a whole lot, and you will need to read them this morning. The rest of that story is on Punch this morning as well, with the headline, Why North Central Can't Produce Nigeria's President in 2023. about now, I'm gonna open the studio lines and open up for conversation. You can call in to know. Let's have your view on the news we've read so far. The studio line to call on is +234-701-234-323. Yes, call in and let know how you feel. Let me call the lines once again. +234 701-234-0323 or comment, please. You can always comment too on a Facebook page. Please comment and let know how you feel. Right about now, I'm gonna take a story from Daily Trust with the headline that says UN condemns Guinea coup d'etat. Okay. It says the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres yesterday commended the effort of the dictator in Guinea and demanded the immediate release of President Alpha Conde. According to reports, the fate of Guinea's President Conde is unclear after an unverified video showed him surrounded by soldiers who said they had seized power. Hey, Father, Lord have mercy. They appeared on the national TV claiming to have dissolved the government. However, the defense ministry said the attempt to take over had been thwarted by the presidential guard. This follows hours of heavy gunfire near the presidential palace in capital Conakry. Guterres in his Twitter says, and I'm quoting that I'm personally following the situation in Guinea very closely. He said, and I quote further, I strongly condemn any takeover of the government by force of the gun and call for the immediate release of President Alpha Conde. That's the UN correspondent of News Agency of Nigeria. Similarly, African Union and Economic Community of West Africa states, that's ECOWAS, have condemned the apparent coup and demanded the immediate release of President Conde. The rest of that news is on Daily Trust this morning with the headline, UN condemns Guinea coup and attack. Alright, another story says federal government to recover millions of naira wrongly paid to 588 doctors in Nigeria. The federal government will recover millions of naira wrongly paid to medical doctors across the country, about 588 of them. Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, stated this when he fielded questions from the State House correspondent in Abuja yesterday. He explained that the affected doctors wrongly benefited from the medical residency training fund meant for a particular category of doctors. He said the numbers of the doctors were uncovered after a thorough scrutiny of the 8,000 names submitted by chief medical directors of federal government health institutions for the training program. The minister, however, reviewed that a substantial amount of money had been refunded by some of the affected doctors, while efforts had been intensified to recover the remaining balance. I maintained the fact that the delay in making the refund by the affected doctors was holding back the residency fund payments by the government. It said, and I quote, total submission of 8,000 names were gotten by the Ministry of Health and is scrutinizing them already. He said a whole lot too. You will have to go see that this morning. It's there on a Daily Trust newspaper with the headline. You will find the story with the headline, federal government to recover millions of naira wrongly paid to 588 doctors in Nigeria. To go with this morning, I'm going to bring you the story that says NDDC audits Niger Delta leaders flay Ijo youth attack on Akpabio. Leaders of leaders under the auspices of Niger Delta Movement for Development, that's NDMD, have fled Ijo Youth Council worldwide for what they describe as unwarranted and irresponsible attack on the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, over the forensic audit report of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. The convener, the NDMD, Victor Matthew, in a statement yesterday commended President Muhammadu Buhari and Akpabio for conducting the forensic audit of the NDDC. Matthew described the audit report submitted to President Buhari by Akpabio as thorough and far-reaching, saying the recommendations were implemented and would reposition the Commission to actualize its mandate very, very soon. That's the report, and that is that. You will find the report on Daily Trust as well this morning with the headline, and the DC audit. Niger Delta leaders flee Ijo youth attack on Akpabio. With this morning, let me bring the story as well. Ibadan Poli prepared me for Oni's tool, says Ogowose. The Oni of Ife Obadiah Yenita Ogowose yesterday said the tutoring he received at the Polytechnic Ibadan in his days as a student adequately prepared him for the school is occupying presently. He expressed confidence in Polytechnic education, describing the education system as a major contributor to the economic and technological development of the country. On news stated this while receiving the authorities of the Polytechnic Ibadan, who paid him a courtesy visit called in his palace, noted that the tutoring he received at the Polytechnic Ibadan in his days as a student prepared him adequately for his future challenges in life. Ogowose accepted the homecoming program being designed by the authorities of the institution to celebrate him on the day to be agreed upon, express happiness and willingness to return to the institution that taught him the hard work remained the panacea to poverty. It said in Yoruba, Ishe ni ogun ishe. And earlier, the rector of the Polytechnic Ibadan, Professor Kasim Adekunle Adebiyi, had observed that the story of the institution would not be complete without a portion for the royal father. The rest of the story is there. Daily Trust this morning with the headline, Ibadan Poly prepared me for honest tour, says Obadiyegi Enito Ogowose. Okay, let's see if we can take one more story before we go. All right, let's take one more story before we go. Let's see this it's on politics, and this is on This Day Live newspaper. Let's see what we have here. Guba and Guba poll, more Anambra politicians defeat to APC pledge support for Uba. Politicians in Anambra State, both from the ruling All Progressives Grant Alliance, that's APGA, and the People's Democratic Party PDP, have continued to move to the All Progressives Congress in droves. The pledged support for the candidate of the APC in the forthcoming governorship election in the Anambra State, Senator Andy Uba, promising to work for his victory victory on November 6. The newest entrant, former Speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly, Barrister Rita Maduago, and ex-Minister of State for Transportation, Mr. John Emeka. While Maduago joined the APC from the APGA, Emeka joined from the PDP during a reception organized by Senator Joy Emodi at our initial residence by the APC leadership in the state. Okay, also the Anambra State PDP compare Mr. Chris Chikwedo, former PDP governorship aspirant, Mr. Chuma Nzeribe, and scores of PDP members from Onitsha North, Onitsha South, Ayamelum and Anambra East local government area of the state, as well as some Hausa and Yoruba communities in Onitsha joined APC. While receiving the defectors, the state chairman of the APC in Anambra State, Mr. Basil Ejidike, commended the decision, stating that belonging to a party as a center was the right way to go. The rest of that news is on this day newspaper with the headline this morning: more Anambra politicians defect to APC and pledge support for Oba. Okay. With this morning, let me leave you with this sports story. FIFA CAF postponed Guinea v Morocco due to coup in Conakry. The political situation in Guinea had seen the army arresting the country's president, leading to political upheaval. Both FIFA and CAF have announced the postponement of the World Cup qualifying match between Guinea and Morocco, which was initially slated for today, Monday, September 6th. And according to the statement issued by FIFA, the current political and security situations in Guinea is quite volatile and is being closely monitored by FIFA and CAF. Now they said, and I want to quote now, to ensure the safety and security of all players and to protect all match officials, FIFA and CAF have decided to postpone FIFA World Cup 2022 qualifying match Guinea versus Morocco, which had been scheduled to be hosted in Conakry, Guinea today, Monday, 6th September. Rescheduling information will be made available at a later date, concludes the statement. And end of quote. I'm gonna be starting with this more. Okay, you can see the story on this day newspaper with the headline and on sport. FIFA CF postponed Guinea versus Morocco due to coup in Conakry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. This is how far we can go this morning. Thank you so much for listening to us. Please have a good and wonderful day ahead. Once again, my name is Oluwatobi Bamigbo. Enjoy the rest of your Monday and make plenty money. Don't forget to stay safe, use your face mask, stay away from multitude. You want to maintain social distancing. Today's gonna be a good and awesome day for us all. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Good morning.
Sure Radio. Sure Radio. Sure Radio. Sure Radio. Sure Radio. Sure Radio. Reassuring.